Hello and welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports with today's pro tip. If you are running tubeless tires, I strongly suggest that you create a system. And what I mean by that is you need to keep track of when you put your sealant in your tires so that you know when to refresh the sealant because it dries up and kind of gets stuck on the inner part of the tire. It just dries up and kind of creates a layer, so it's no longer a liquid, and you need it to be a liquid so that when there is a puncture, it finds the hole and goes through the hole and then coagulates in that hole. The other reason is when it dries up, well, let's just say if the bike's been sitting in one particular place or hanging in one particular place, you're going to get a pooling of that sealant and it's going to coagulate, harden. So the system that I'm talking about is maybe and this is very important if you've got multiple bikes and multiple wheel sets. Whether it is some color-coded system, some marking on your tires, something on an electronic type of calendar. You know, Jess and I still have a paper calendar on our refrigerator because it's just so easy to work with. Because let me show you what happens when you are not, when either you're not keeping track or you may not care. So you're not going to clean out your tire every time that you put fresh sealant in. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. And I'm sorry that I don't have the best. Okay, there we go. So you see that, how it's just pooled there? Now I'm able to just peel that off. And I'm able to just kind of peel that off. And, it's a pretty significant chunk of sealant. It's just all dried up, right? And, you can get an idea of how thick that is based on, here's my finger, right? So that's one tire. And then the other tire, same kind of thing, only this one's got in two different spots. So you see it there. I'm about to peel that off. Oh, look at that. It's going to keep coming. And let's see what else we get. All right, so it broke off there. If you really are interested, you could do it probably all in one shot. But you see all this stuff here? It's just all peeling off. So two big clumps of sealant. So if you're someone who rides TPU, you're like, yeah, that's why I don't ride tubeless. But, this was a bike that I did a pre-service assessment and basically said, hey, we're going to switch the tires from 25s to 28s so that the customer has a much better opportunity for the sealant to actually work. So you could just keep putting fresh sealant after fresh sealant into the tire over and over and over again. I strongly recommend kind of break the bead every now and then and take a look and see what's going on inside there. In my case, I ride so much that I sometimes will refresh the sealant but not peel anything off, and then usually by the second refresh, which is like every 3 to 6 months, they say. So tires don't last 6 months for me. I mean, I literally wear them out in 3 months. I haven't actually kept track, but I mean, I wear them out so quickly that there's just no point in going into the tire and cleaning out the sealant. I just wear them out. But yeah, that's what you're going to see inside there. And I think I've also seen, like on Instagram or some of these other places, like stand animals or something like that. So stand sealant, and then it just kind of gets all curly and it just looks like just a clump. Anyway, so that's today's pro tip. Find a system that works for you, but you have to keep an eye on, if you have multiple bikes and multiple wheel sets, oh, when was the last time I put fresh sealant in there? Because you're going to go out for a ride and the sealant is dry. Now, also with this bike, one of the things that I was able to do was I just took the air out of the tire and I just kind of felt around the tire just to see if there was any sealant clumped up, and there was. And so then I knew, okay, I'm going to break the bead and let's look for it, right? Because I could feel the clump. Now, it's also because the customer told me that the bike had been sitting for a little while. So that, boom, that's the first thing I'm thinking about. Okay, anyway, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe. If you like these pro tips or mechanic tips, please make a comment down below. I look forward to having a discussion about how tubeless is working out for you, what system you're using to keep track of the wheels that need fresh sealant, and when's the last time I did this one and that one. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.